Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Dadman Show, featuring Cat with Bag on Head. And of course, then there's sound from the peanut gallery that you may or may not have heard. You know, if you don't behave, I might do another edition of ODawg Says. Oh, this might be another edition of ODawg Says. Because, well, I like this ship. I like the guns, and I like the torpedoes too. I keep bitching at Wargaming, asking them to buff the velocity on the guns and improving the torpedoes a little bit, at least make them selectable. That's one thing I would really love, to have in-game speed selections on your torpedoes. You know, if you want longer range and slower speed, or faster speed and shorter range, you should be able to select that, just like you select shells in the game. But that's a story for another day. So if you were watching the comments in the beginning, I kind of whined a little bit and said, I hope that I get I said, finally a game that I can actually do something in. Whine. But this actually isn't going to be about the number of planes I shoot down. This is actually going to be about a little bit of man fighting that went on. Which, with this ship in particular, it's, well, to paraphrase the Chunky Soup commercial, it's the soup that eats like a meal. Well, this is the meal that eats like a soup. This ship, I mean, I guess I'm a little biased because, well, I spent money on this thing. And I really don't like the idea that it takes forever for these shells to get to the target. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm simply circling around the middle of the map, trying to figure out where the planes are going to come from, because there's another carrier. There's a carrier in this game. Now, I kind of saw torpedo planes to the southwest, but I'm really looking at the ships right now to see if I can just pop off a shot here and there. There's really nothing to get at. I mean, the Molotov is, I think he's going to be the first one to die, because he just took a thorough whomping from somebody. And then I notice airplanes right in front of me. So hard starboard and get in close. There's one. Anti-aircraft cruise activate. And let's see how many of these guys I can take down before they get away. There's 8, 9, 10, 11. It's going to be 12. Torpedo planes got their torpedoes out, and that destroyer in front of me, the Nuremberg, is going to take one now. I see that last torp. I'm going to go left so that he can go to port, so that he doesn't take that last torp. And he took some damage from the shores. So not bad. 14 aircraft I took down in that run. Now he's going to drop a run of torpedoes behind me. I thought that was a little bit questionable, considering the fact both the Hipper and I are up here. But once I heard that, him launching them, I decided to go port turn. And I also see that New Orleans right up in front of us. That New Orleans is going to be a little bit of fun to play with. The problem I have with the Atlanta is that the velocity is so slow that I cannot aim these things very well. And I guess that's a compensation so that, everybody don't go out and buy by Atlantis and light everybody on fire. I don't know. It'd be a little more satisfying if I hit a few more times and caused a little less damage, I suppose. But then they'd be whining about, oh, it doesn't do any good. I mean, look at the poor shooting here. I mean, holy crap. So there's a fire. Oh, now I have a cat on my lap. That's nice. Cat, lay down. I'm just going to keep dumping that on top of the New Orleans. And then, out of nowhere, a wild Budnani appears. But he's back further. I can't quite reach him. Yeah, he's out of range. So, I'm going to turn myself back this way and look for more aircraft. But, and then a wild Muzuki appears. You all are idiots. That's a nice screen name. And he's doing some pretty good WASD hacks here. And then he runs aground. Now why I can't figure out how to shoot him while he's aground, I don't know. But myself, I'm having my own difficulties not running aground, as you see by this. Yeah, so then I kind of lost the beat on him. And I can't see him, so I dropped off. Oh, hey, look at that. Torpedoes in the water. I knew those were coming. So, as I turn myself around, there are torpedo bombers over by our carrier. I'm out of position on this, which is kind of disappointing. I really wanted to do a better job protecting the carrier, but considering the fact that I was circling around over here, yeah, there we are, watching the torpedoes come at the carrier. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do. And he's going to take one. Looks like he only took one. But he took one and he's flooding, so that's not going to be a good thing. I'm going to scoot over here and see if I can help out. Run interference while the carrier gets turned around. And take out a couple of bombers on their way back to their own carrier. There's a cruiser and a battleship over there, the Amagai and cruiser Kutuzov. And hovering around right now are a couple of dive bombers around the carrier. The carrier's got itself turned around. I'm going to go help run interference between those two ships. Lob some shells towards the Kutuzov. But I also want to take down those dive bombers. So those dive bombers are spotting over here. He's not even making an attempt to bring them back to his carrier, the opponent. So we got to take those down, and I'm the best one to do that. Kutuzov is down. That leaves the Amagi. I'm going to come about as well and provide close support for the carrier. That Amagi is too far out of range for me to lob shells at. So there's a Tirpitz to my starboard bow. There it is. There's also, that's ours, and there's an opponent Tirpitz down there as well. And this is where it's going to start to get interesting. There's a Tirpitz down there. There is that destroyer still hanging around down there. I've seen him pop up a couple of times on my mini-map. But if you look to the southeast actually, you're going to see it to the left of the screen a little bit. There is Colorado and a New Orleans coming up through that channel. And so that's going to make 3 ships that are going to start pressing us on that. Actually 4, because that destroyer is still hanging around there. Our bombers and our torpedo planes are going to go over there and harass them. Oh, and there's another ship just popped up. The Shores is back. So that makes 3 that I can see and 2 more that I know are lingering out there. So the carrier has come about again and is going back the other way. The turrets you can see right in front of me there. And I've got to decide what I can shoot at. There's nothing coming at us. Our carrier's just doing circles right now. Colorado is going to try and hug that coastline, either by design or by not really knowing what they're doing. Our torpedo bombers are being hassled by fighters, rather. Smoke screen, destroyer's over there. He's trying to shield the turrets from further abuse. Here comes the shores off my bow, and New Orleans coming up also off the bow, being supported by the Colorado. I got to decide on what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to take some shots at the shores because it's in range. I also took a moment and locked in on the fighters as well because I want to take those down. They're just a nuisance and they're spotting. We don't need that. There's one. Yep, they're gone. And now I'm just going to man fight the shores a little bit. And we'll set them on fire. Hit him with 5 shots. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And he's dead. Torpedo bombers inbound. And something's raining down shells near me. And down go the torpedo bombers. Yeah, you don't mess with an Atlanta. Sorry, boys. Especially since I've set up my Atlanta specifically to take down aircraft. So you just saw, there's the carrier. Started listening to me and staying close. She's going to want to turn around again, though, because she's just headed into danger now. Colorado's right at the edge of my range, but I'm just going to lob some shells out there anyway, see if I can hit her. And there's some torpedoes. That would be... torpedoes I don't want to hit. Oh, now I'm starting to score hits on the Colorado. Oh, I just took an over-penetration straight through one of my turrets. Colorado just overpenned me. Oh, and if you see it off to the right, there's a North Carolina. Oh, this thing's just got interesting. Oh, and if you see it on the mini-map, there's that destroyer. Oh, our carrier is in trouble now. Oh, that's going to suck. I did not see that fast enough. I feel bad. Ooh, that was a big hit. That was a big hit. Colorado just nailed me for most of my health. But I didn't blow up, which is a good thing. To be honest with you, I never saw, in game I never saw that destroyer. I just suddenly noticed that, oh, our carrier's dead. Because I was tunnel visioned on this Colorado and now it's dead. And if you look on the mini-map off to my right, there it is. That's the destroyer. He's the next threat. I figured either way, the destroyer or the battleship was going to kill that carrier. So now I'm going to go and man fight the, the destroyer because I do not want anything to do with that North Carolina. You can anything that hits me it just gets sneezed on and I'm going to be dead. Oh, there are some fighters. And time to shoot down some fighters. 2. There we go, both of them. And there's that. You are all idiots. Well, that's a great screen name. It's bad it didn't say y'all are idiots. That would have been funnier. Now, I know that this guy is going to be start spamming torpedoes at me. Oh, there it is. There it is. WASD hacks. Yeah, I knew they were coming. Oh, he hit me again. The destroyer hit me and took off another 1,500 points. Ow! Stop that. Okay, I got him. Yes, we did. Okay. Well, now I have no more carrier to defend. I have to go back. And that North Carolina has a hard-on for me, man. He's just. Matter of fact, actually, I think he was the one who hit me, and did 1,500 damage because there's only one shell that hit me. But with that happening, oh, he's dead. With that happening, that was pretty much the end of it. Now, the only thing we've got left is to kill is the enemy carrier. But I'm going to spoil it a little bit. He's out of aircraft because I shot down 23 of them. And we're going to spend the next 3 minutes or so trying to figure out where this guy is. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Needless to say, well, actually, it's needless to say, but I'm going to say it. He's over on the east side of the map. He came around the east side, which I don't know why I didn't figure that out because that's where all his aircraft were over there. I thought he was the other way, so I was headed the other way, and that didn't quite work out. So we're going to end up not scoring the last kill on this. He's going to get away. And that is going to be it. So we win based on capping. And it was a good game for me. So that's Atlanta. It's the meal that eats like a soup. Well, thanks for watching another edition of the Dad Man Show with the cat with bag on head and ODawg. Y'all have yourselves a good day. We'll catch you next time.